Hello, and welcome back to Oolykee Gaming, and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic mod. Monday today we have American buses, heating plants, and Yugoslavian hotels. If you didn't buy it by now, consider subscribing to the channel. Also check out the rest of the mods that were released in the last 7 days in our workshop. We have amazing community. This is just something that caught my eye, especially maps. I'm gonna say there's a lot of maps released, like 6, 7. Check them all out. So let's get started. We have Comrade Joe and Series 93 Lowrises and Addendum following suggestion by state sanctioned mod. You know what? I'm gonna stop reading this. I'm gonna just explain the mods. Now I have the rest of the Series 93 Lowrises. These are usually in the North Polar regions that were usually being built. This is the addendum. This is an add-on on these mods that we already had from previously. There are a couple of new buildings. This is a separate mod, so you should subscribe to the both of them if you want to have them. But these are the new buildings. We have 38 people in each, and we have a corner one that we can actually build even a circle, little Soviet Pentagon, or whatever you want. We can build it. No, they're perfectly fine. They're really nice models. Also, we have a passage as well. It's not visible here, but there's a passage that people can pass through the buildings. I believe it's in this mode as well. Right, this one contains 90 people. It's 120 degree angled for 20 adult, for 90 adults. And right, it has skins. It has skins you can change, and you use any color scheme. Now this brown part can be the end of the building, but also wait. No, it cannot. It cannot be end of the building, because end of the building looks really nice. We would have something like this. Let's go and put the end of the building. It can be nice colored as well as a skins, and then you can tee the sucker and rotate it in the other direction and make everything look quite nice. Now this is really nice mod. You're gonna see these mods in my Let's Plays. For more details, link in the description of the video. And why would I skip the realistic part of this mod? We need to check the price. We need to check how it compares to vanilla ones. So if we go to the, but knowing it's Comrade Joe, it's always fair price. So 38 people, that would be these two ones. They are 7,800, which is kind of in the price range of the similar buildings in vanilla. We can hear here 5,000, so it's more expensive. This is 6,000, again more expensive Comrade Joe, so it's really fair priced. We have Mr. Abelian Hike and his new project. It's an Armenian all-pack first part. Part 1, Armenian pack of the 19th and early 20th century buildings, total 16 buildings. I will show you some of them. I will show you all of them, but I'm not gonna list all of them. We're gonna check it out. There's residential areas, as you can see here. Let's G this sucker. We have buildings for 5 people. 8 people, 8, and this one is 8 as well. And then we have 16 people, a little bit bigger houses. Again, this is end of 19th century and beginning of 20th one. And this is a little bit nicer house for 32 people. This is the biggest house that we have in the mod, in the pack. We have seminary. This is a seminary which acts like a university, I believe. Maybe it's a school. I need to double check this. We're gonna double check this. We have actual university. I believe that would be a school then. Let's real quickly check this. If we have this seminary here, that would be under schools, but it doesn't seem to be. It's actually under universities. Which university would we be under? Let me check this. Right, it's only under other mods. I cannot find it here. You can see it right over here, Seminarium. This is the building we're talking about, but unfortunately I can't find it. You see how the icon looks like here? I can't find it anywhere around the universities. So it could be that it's only... oh, here we go. My bad. So, where would be seminarium, which is seminary for the religious people, for religious priests and all, would be under the communist government headquarters or communist party headquarters. So you can find it there. Price-wise, it's 38,000 compared. It's a little bit cheaper, but this is an older building from end of 19th and beginning of 20th century. So price is definitely the price is definitely fair. We have the university as well. We're gonna check this out. out. Rural housing, we checked it already. Old bank that is working as a warehouse. You have a description as well what this is. This is an old gym where you would go and exercise. We have the old fire station with 2 vehicle spaces. We have the old kindergarten with a big fence so the kids don't escape. Old warehouse, this is a small one. As you can see here, the tonnage. Then we have the old hairdresser, old banya sauna, and that's about it. This is the whole mod. And I would like to check this the second university that we have. It would be cool if seminary was a school rather than university, but I'm not really sure how realistic that is. So seminary is a university, and you can find it in the as the one over here. And then we would have the university again. The Communist Party headquarters is the university. Price of it is 110,000 rubles, which is a little bit more fair. 300 students, this one has less than half, and seminary has less than half of that one. So price wise it's quite fair, and it's not a technical university, so you don't get any technological advances here. So as usual, Mr. Abelian Hike does really fair buildings. Link in description of the video. Small heating plant 50s by Mr. Robs 074. Small coal-fired heating plant from the 50s based on a real building in Lublin, Poland. Employs 6 workers. Capacity of water tank is 180 cubic meters. Okay, so we're gonna check the joules as well. It's 36 gigajoules, and also like he said, it's 180 cubic meters. Now bear in mind there's 3 mods released, and this is the most interesting one for me because it's 1950s building. Usually Mr. Robs has really nice buildings that are quite modern, so if you want to build something that is, you know, beginning of the game, 50s, 60s and so on, this is the best building to start with. Now how does it compare to vanilla building? It's a classic Mr. Robs. He doesn't have a color scheme or skins for this one at the moment. Maybe it's gonna have, maybe it's not, but it's a really beautiful building as usual. And we can find it in our heating plants. As you can see here, we have a 1950s heating plant that costs 20,000 rubles. It has 36 gigajoules of heat capacity. It's less than vanilla one, the small vanilla heating plant, which is 42. It's kind of close, but this one costs 25,000 rubles, while this one is 20. So as usual, fair price, beautiful building, and my favorite mod this mod Monday. Actually, it's second favorite. Right, heating plant by Robs 074, coal-fired heating plant based on real building in Kielce, Poland, employs 15 workers. Capacity of the water tank is 525 cubic meters of water. There's the description in Polish as well. Again, Mr. Robs's classic building. It doesn't have skins, unfortunately, or slash fortunately, but I wouldn't want to take it. It's highly detailed. As you can see from this side, it has, well, I wouldn't say 4 boilers, but we have 4 connections here. Again, it has a lot of connections externally as well, so if you want to have external coal supply to this building, yes, it uses coal for heating. We're gonna compare that to vanilla buildings, and it has a decent amount of heat connections, 6 of them in fact, on different sides of the building, and of course huge plume of smoke. Now this building can be found in your heating plant. It would be this one over here that costs 46,000, 105 gigajoules of heat, which is compared to a bigger one would be half the size, but it's more than half the price. It's actually 75% of the price of the big one, so it's a little bit more expensive per gigajoule, which is fair. That means it's not a cheaty building, as usual Mr. Robs makes. So what about the usage? 4.2 tons of coal per 100% productivity, while vanilla would be 8.4, so it's double. It's absolutely the same, so it's as efficient. What about pollution? 14 tons per year. This is 26. Actually, it pollutes more than it should. So it's even more, like, it pollutes a little bit more than half of the vanilla one. But anyway, not a cheaty mod whatsoever. Link in description of the video. We have Hotel Internacional Zenica, or Hotel International Zenica. You have description in Serbo-Croatian or Yugoslavian language, and you also have English version, which we're gonna read a little bit. It's Hotel International Zenica, located directly next to the Biljino Polje Stadium in Zenica. It's actually, Zenica is a steel city of Yugoslavia. It was producing a lot of steel, or it was known for that. It's architecturally impressive Hotel International. Hyper-modern structure was open and built to the public in 1978, and it was created by Bosnian architect Slobodan Jovandic. The hotel is characterized by the series of sweeping... you know what? Equinox Nova has a tendency to give us a lot of details and history around the building, and I'm gonna leave this to you guys to go and read about it yourself, because it would be just waste of time and we can be looking at this beautiful building. So please go and check it out. Wow, this is a brutalist style a little bit. At least I know a lot of brutalist buildings that were built like this. This is probably a restaurant or something, this area here. Wow, this is really good. This is my favorite mod, this mod Monday. Of course, Equinox Nova invests a lot of time into making these. So thank you so much for this. And how does it cope to other tourist attractions? So we have tourism and hotels here. This one has capacity of 150 people, which is more or less similar to vanilla one. Price wise, it's more expensive. So it is more lavish building. It's nicer looking. It's more expensive. No question about it. So quite fair price, quite fair building. It also fits in the time. 1978 people. Here's an interesting one. Zix Abacab. Nuclear material storage for Cask Type B. This is a pair of storage facilities for storing nuclear materials. Comes into two sizes. Caution, only Soviet Cask Type B containers should be stored in the facility. Attempting to store any other kind of container will look very strange. The storage building must be built on a very flat ground. Storage capacity is 264 square meters for a bigger one. 180 casks, or 46 square meters for the 30 cask, the smaller building. Flammable, no. Oh, that's cool. So it cannot be set on fire. Good. Pollution, none. All values are given in term of 1 workday, 8 hours per day. You know what? You need to go and read more if you want to know more about this mod. It's a link in the description of the video. Unfortunately, I can't test it because we can't purchase directly the casks over here. We would have to produce it, and that would take a little bit longer for us to do. So I'm gonna leave this to you guys, and also you can see this in my Let's Plays because we're gonna focus on nuclear energy and energy there, and I'm gonna be using this storage facility. Anyway, really beautiful building. I don't think we can check if it compares to anything. So we have comparison here, comparison with a smaller one, 30,000 rubles, and sorry, the smaller one. Okay, the bigger one is cheaper. Okay, that's a little bit strange. And medium size is a little bit cheaper. That's unfortunate because the bigger one should cost more money, but hey ho, you know, beggars can be choosers. And compared to vanilla ones, they seem pretty fair in price, and they're not so expensive, either of them, and they're more expensive than the vanilla ones, so I would say that they're quite fairly priced. So not a cheaty mod at all. Link in the description of the video. GM, I believe it's General Motors PD series buses by Benz. In General Motors, yeah, General Motors PD 4104 was 38 and 45 passengers. In game, there are 40. Parlo series coaches built from 1953 to 1960. In game, 1963. In the United States, what made the 4104 so special, and how did it come to utterly dominate the market? Several factors, but first and foremost, it was just plainly superior to any other bus being offered at the time. So we have two different types of buses. I'm gonna show you both of them. One of them is you're gonna see this one yourself. PDX and the PD, GMPD and GMPDX. X is obviously extended version, and you can see it here in the game. It offers 47 spaces, and we have the smaller one, PD, GMPD, for 40 places. I think the smaller one is my favorite because of the capacity that it has. I like smaller capacity buses. They must be more comfortable as well. Now, they're really, really beautiful. Greyhound lines. They have the decals. All of them do in different colors. And I bought all of the models. So we have 4 different color schemes for one of them and 4 color schemes for other ones. So you can buy them only for dollars. You go for buses and dollars, and you can see them there, here all the way in the end, for me at least. How do they compare to other buses? They cost $15,000 and $17,000 respectively. Mars ones with a bigger capacity are cheaper. We have Mars 302s here that are more or less similar price, but twice the capacity. Nothing in the similar capacity range is comparable to them. We have these old Marses by 25 passengers, but I think they are, again, fair price. They're more expensive, so it's not a cheaty mod at all. Really beautiful mod. You can check it out in the link in the description of the video. I give you Regensburg, Kelheim, Bavaria, Germany, by Arkin45. Following my previous map, Jena, I now present to you the map of this region of southwest of Regensburg in the scale 1:1. It includes shippable river Danube, Donau, and a small part of Altmühl. Mul, which is Altmul means old mill, I believe in translated, but Altmul is the name of the city, so it shouldn't be translated. Which is the part of the Rhine-Main-Donau Canal. For purposes of roleplay, the map is rotated 180 degrees. North is down, south. Why? I don't see. I don't. Maybe I'll use the north, etc., and then I'll relight description, not like in-game map. Okay, so I really I'm missing something, but I don't know why we are doing this with the maps, rotating them. I thought initially it was where the sun is located, but I think we now have like 2 suns in the sky or something like that. But anyway, it's an interesting one. I chose this map among other things because it's technically populated, even though it's not really. People living here are kind of a little bit outside of your map, but I think you can... I don't know what's gonna happen with this city, because I don't think you can influence stuff in this city. And it has a border crossing here, so this is Regensburg part. But anyway, it's an interesting setup of the map. Of course, it's Rhine-Main-Donau or Rhine-Main-Danube or Dunav, as we say it in the Balkans. That river flew close to my hometown, few kilometers away, but anyway, let's check out the map and the availability of resources and the beauty of the scenery, and let's decide how do we like it or not. So coal wise, quite low, and it's strategically located close to the Soviet border, which is great. I like that part. It kind of like first of all, you don't get a lot of it. I think like 25% would be the most, maybe a little bit more. Actually, you know what, we can check this out real quickly. So if we go to our coal mining section, that would be under energy, and we would go for coal mine. Yeah, look at this. It's 25%, 26 maybe somewhere, and that's it. That's what you can get from this coal. This is fair. This is challenging. Then you have iron, which is everywhere around the map, but it's so minuscule qualities that again, I don't believe you're gonna get more than few percent of this iron. We can check this forest real quickly. We can go for the metals and mining, and looks like it's around here, 13%. I saw the most. I'll go around because it doesn't allow me to build in this hilly side. 16%. So you won't get even 25% of iron at most, which is again challenging and fair, and I like it. Oil wise, there's some in the north, and that's about it. And then we have uranium ore, barely any on the river banks, and bauxite in the northwestern part and in the mountains. Really interesting map. I really like it. It's a pretty flat map with a couple of hills, as you can see. We can see the textures of the ground here, but most of it it's gonna have a lot of buildable areas, but not a lot of resources to make you rich. So you're gonna have to work for your Vladimir's, you know, the money. So it's really nice map. It's my favorite map this mod Monday, but like I said in the beginning, there are 8, I believe, maps released in the last 7 days. Go and check all of them out. They are quite exciting. But anyway, that's it. I'm gonna leave it here. I'm gonna say hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, press the like button. If you didn't, leave a nasty comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, notification bell, ring it, comment section, hit it, and if you want to support the channel, you always have description of the video. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye bye.